Well, let's get up as close as we can, said Pancake. She's a fine ship, but we can't tell what kind of pirates are on her. That's right, said Filbert. Gotta be very careful with pirates. Let's not, get too close, but let's not get too far away either, said Danny. We don't want to lose her. She's got Pancake's black box. That's right, said Debbie. Looks suspicious. Can you hear anything? I can almost hear him talking, said Pancake, way off in the distance. Let's get as close as we can, said Pancake. Right, said Danny. Close as we can. She's a fine-looking ship, isn't she? Almost like a galleon. Yeah, she's a ghost ship, painted black. The Seahawk. Can you hear anything? I think we're getting too close, said Danny. I can hear too well. What do you hear, said Pancake. I hear a gruff voice talking. I don't like what he's saying. Ha, 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 ha. So, another ship's chasing us, huh? We'll blow 'em to kingdom come. Ready? Aim. Fire! They're firing, said Danny. They're firing. Firing at us. They're firing. Pancake, you better say a formula of some kind. Pancake? I think they're getting close, said Pancake. I don't know any ship formulas. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop it. Here comes another one, Danny said. It's close. Hurry, Pancake, hurry! Hi there, boys and girls. How are you today? Say, got a whole new shape for imagination today in our studio. You know that? Also, you know what else you find in our studio? Danny Dee, Debbie Dee, Filbert, and Pancake, and of course we're in the middle of a wonderful adventure. I'm Roy Doty, and the studio door is always open. Say, the new shape for imagination is a V. Like VWXYZ. It's the V, like that. Right after the adventure, I'll show you just exactly how you can have fun drawing, too. So have your paper and pencil ready then. So right now, we'll look in Danny Dee's picture album and take a peek at what other boys and girls have done using that shape, shall we? Okay, here we go. Let's see, here's one by a girl aged 5. Oh, look, it's a birdhouse. That's right. She took the V and turned it upside down and made a birdhouse. Here's another one. It's by a boy, let's see, he's 9 years old. He did a saw. Well, of course, there's a perfect use for a V. Sure, the saw teeth are all little V's. And he also put a V in the handle for good measure. How about this one by a girl aged 11? Lots of V's in here. The drumsticks on the drum, they make a V. There's a three-cornered hat, that's a V. And of course the strings that hold the drum together, they're V's. And of course lots of V's in the stars. That gives you an idea of what other boys and girls have done with the V's, and right after the adventure, why, we'll show you. So in just a minute, we'll start our next chapter of Pancakes Box. When we left Danny, Debbie, and Filbert and Pancake, they were aboard Pancake's ship, the SS Pancake. And they had found the Seahawk finally. The only thing was the Seahawk was firing at them. And it wasn't such a good idea. It sure was firing. Gosh, says Filbert, they're cannonading us. The pirates have seen us. That's right, said Danny. Gosh, some of those are getting pretty close, too. Sure are, said Debbie. I don't like this at all. The ship is shaking, and gosh, they sure are close. Pancake, can you say a formula? Pancake says, I guess I better if I'm going to save my ship. Let me see now. Formula. Oh, they're coming closer and closer. Go on, Pancake, go on. Pancake said, abracadabra, flight and flak, give us transportation to get back. Well, the ship was still being cannonaded, and Pancake said, oh, gosh, we're still being fired at. We're still being fired at. What can we do? Filbert said, why didn't something happen when you say your formula, Pancake? Pancake says, I don't know. I don't know. Something was supposed to happen, but nothing did. Danny said, they're still shooting at us. They're still shooting. Then Debbie said, they're getting close. Here comes one. Here comes one that's too close. Too close. It's closer. Closer. We're hit. We're hit, Pancake. Pancake, we're hit. I know it, said Pancake. I know it. The ship's taking on water. We're going to go down, I think, said Danny. The ship's settling a little bit. Pancake said, I'm the captain. I'll go down with the ship. I'll go down with the ship. Filbert said, well, I'm not the captain, and I've got to go down too. I don't like it a bit. We're going down. Down. Farewell. And the ship sank beneath the waves. The SS Pancake had really had it. Well, the Seahawk, she was happily pulling away, and her captain, Small John Copper, well, you could hear him laughing. He was saying, ho, 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 I guess that fixed them. Come on now, mateys. On to Treasure Island. On to Lost Island where the treasure is. That's it. We've gotten rid of that ship. The Pancake won't bother us. The Seahawk, she's on her way. But behind the ship, in the water, something popped up. Pancake. Hey, here I am. Oh, boy. Formula worked. A little delayed. Pretty soon Danny popped up. And then Debbie and Filbert. Hey, said Filbert, what is this? What am I wearing? Water wings, said Pancake. Water wings. That's the worst formula you ever made, Pancake, said Filbert. Might at least have made a rowboat or a raft or something, but water wings? I like them, said Pancake. Shh, said Danny. They'll hear us. We're right behind the Seahawk. Pancake says, well, we may as well go aboard. How can we do that, said Danny. Why do you think I made water wings? Tell you what you do. Everybody flap your water wings, and away we'll go. Come on now, flap them, flap them. Well, a minute later, they found themselves whistling through the air. Filbert was flapping his water wings, and it worked. Filbert said, gee, I've flapped water wings before, but it's the first time I ever flew. Pancake said, well, that's why I made magic water wings. When you flap magic water wings, you fly through the air. This is terrific. Sure is, says Danny. Where are we going, Pancake? Where are we going? Pancake says, I don't know. Keep flapping your wings. We want to stay aloft. Danny finally said, hey, what's that down below there? Everybody looked. And Debbie finally said, oh, it's the ship. It's the Seahawk. Fine, said Filbert. Danny said, it's even better than you think. Look, there isn't a soul on deck. They looked down at the ship. Sure enough, there wasn't a soul on deck. Way down below was the Seahawk. Danny said, they must be having a meeting. Come on, let's all land. Right, said Filbert. Hey, you know, my tail gets in the way when I'm flying. It swishes me all over the sky. Quit complaining, said Filbert. We're landing. Pancake said, come on, down, down, down. They all started going down. Well, they lit right on the back of the ship. There was a window to one of the big cabins. There was the big deck and the railing and stuff. Filbert said, oh, boy, they really are at a meeting somewhere. They haven't even left a guard out. I guess they figure they've really sunk us for sure. Pancake says, that's right. What do we do now? Danny says, well, I'm going to open up this window here. I hear talking behind the window. We'll see what it is. Right, said Debbie. Let's take a peek and find out where we stand. Right. I went over to the great big window, which was right at the back of the ship, and opened it up slowly. Inside, they could see the pirates, and Small John Copper with a parrot on his shoulder and the hook on his arm. And he had a small black box in his hand. And he was saying, mates, we've gotten hold of a little black box in which there is a treasure map of Lost Island. When we get the treasure, we'll be the world's wealthiest cutthroats. Come on, let's sing out a toast. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of pop. 16 pirates will not stop till they're filled with gold to the very top. Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of pop. Oh, gee, said Filbert. That's a motley-sounding crew. Pancake said, well, television, you know. Shh, said Danny. I think somebody's coming up the steps. What can we do? We'll just wait and see who it is. There isn't time to hide. That's right, said Debbie. Whoever's coming up the steps. Gee, they don't sound very big, or I don't think it's a pirate or anything. The door to the companionway was there, and slowly it creaked open. Look, it's a parrot, said Filbert. It's a parrot. That's right, said Pancake. It's the parrot that was on Small John Copper's on his shoulder. What's the parrot doing? Suddenly the parrot began to speak, and it said, boy, I can't stand those office parties. Yo-ho-ho and yo-ho-ho and more yo-ho-hos. Always the same thing. Yo-ho-ho and treasure and more yo-ho-hos. It's a wonder we do any business at all with all those office parties. Debbie said, ha-ha-ha. He's cute. You know, when he talks, he talks. Listen to it. I wish I had a parrot like him. Then he says, quiet, Debbie. He's seen us. The parrot looked at him and said, stowaways, stowaways, stowaways. Break out the cutlasses. Ready the daggers. Hit him with the yo-ho-ho. Stowaways. Gosh, said Danny, the pirates warned the whole crew. Filbert said, what'll we do? What'll we do? We've got to hide somewhere. Pancake said, hide? I haven't got time for a formula. Hiding formulas. What can I create to hide in? Danny said, oh dear, oh dear. Everybody look around quick. There must be somewhere to hide on the ship. There must be. Debbie says, oh dear, I'm scared. Pirates and cutlasses and knives and things. Filbert said, oh, I see a place. See that big old tarpaulin over there? That big piece of canvas? Come on, we'll go right over there. We'll crawl under it. Right, said Danny. Right, said Debbie. Well, pretty soon they were right under the big tarpaulin. Great big, and it covered them all very well. Very, very well, except, well, you know, Filbert, he's pretty big, sort of sticking up. A minute later, the pirates came crashing up on deck, and the leader, Small John Copper, who really looked pretty fierce, had a big ring in his ear. And he said, well, mateys, well, seems that we have stowaways, eh? Well, now, where would stowaways be? Say, look on the deck here. Looks like a little present, doesn't it? A package. Maybe there's treasure in it. I'll take out my knife. That's what I'll do. I'll take out my knife. Let's take a little slash in this present, huh? Now, let's open it up and see what we've got inside, huh, mateys? Well, well, well. We've got pearls in our treasure chest. Look at the pearls. What do we do with pearls, mates? And the pirates answered, string 'em, string 'em. Gosh, said Danny. Say, we didn't hide very well, did we? They found us. What was that about pearls and string 'em? Say, have your papers and pencils ready, will you? Because our friends had all gotten aboard the Seahawk, which is Small John Copper's ship. They tried to hide under a tarpaulin, but they got caught by Small John Copper, and he said, come out with your hands up. They did, all of them, but not very happy about the whole thing. Pancake hid his hands up, and he said, Spiny Cactus, this is a situation. I get cramps in my arms when I hold them up this long. Filbert said, I don't have any hands really to hold up. I'm holding up my forelegs, that's all. Danny said, gosh, we're really prisoners this time. Debbie said, that's for sure, Danny. Real prisoners. And Small John Copper, he faced them, and he said, well, so we found a few little pearls in our tarpaulin, huh? Well, what are we going to do with them, mateys? And all the pirates answered, string 'em up. String 'em. That's what you do with pearls. Gosh, said Danny, by stringing, you mean you might hang us? That's right, said Small John Copper. We just might. Say, said Pancake, shouldn't we have a trial first? You can't just hang us without a trial. That's right, said Filbert. You've got to have a trial. All right, mateys, that's only fair. We'll have a trial. We'll have a trial just before we hang you. What, said Filbert? What, said Debbie? Why have a trial? Why have a trial if you're going to hang us anyway? Well, we have to be fair about this, mateys. Wouldn't be fair to have a trial and not hang you, or to hang you and not have a trial. Where are your manners? Very rude, very rude. Well, Small John Copper sat himself down at a table, right on the ship's deck, and he said, all right now, court is now in session. He looked very mean sitting there, and Danny said, gosh, I'm not sure I like this trial at all. Neither do I, said Filbert. Danny said, Small John Copper, where is the judge? I'm the judge, said Small John Copper. Who do you think would be the judge? Danny said, well, then where's the jury? Oh, well, I'm the jury, too. Didn't they tell you? Debbie said, that isn't at all fair. That isn't fair at all. And Filbert said, it certainly is not. I don't like it. Pancake says, sounds a little biased to me. Just a bit, but biased. Definitely biased. Filbert said, I'm afraid it doesn't follow any pattern of law that I know. Ho-ho, said Small John Copper. A sea lawyer, huh? All right, bring out the law book. Well, immediately, Small John Copper had a book brought to him. He sat there, said, all right, now we'll consult the law book. That seems only fair. Let's see now, what page would that be on? Danny said, well, at least they've got a law book on hand, haven't they? Small John Copper hooked the law book in his claw and said, "Now, let's see, here we are." Filbert said, "What kind of a law book is that? What kind of a law book is that? The Near's Sobuck Catalog." "Oh, well, that's the law book we use." I think we'll try the... Well, let me look through here. I'll see what law I want to use. Not the law of hats, not the law of ties. How about the law of ropes? That's the one for you. Here we are. Ropes. Just the kind of ropes I want. And he shut the book. "All right." Debbie says, "All right, when does the trial begin?" "When does it begin?" said Small John Copper. "Oh, it's over already." "Gee, when did it end?" "Been over for some time," said Small John Copper. "Golly, what did the jury say?" said Debbie. "Guilty as charged. Rig up the gallows." Pancake got very mad at this. What a trial, said Pancake. "Huh, I won't stand for it. No self-respecting magician would. These sea lawyers. All right, just for that, I'm warning you. I'm saying an abracadabra. Abracadabra, pirate's wrong, we'll have to sing a different song." Danny said, "A flute? Pancake, what good is a flute going to do us? They're building a gallows." And Debbie says, "Wait a minute, Danny. The flute is beginning to play. Danny, it's beginning to play." And his flute played a very sad song. When they looked at Small John Copper, he was crying. Oh, such sad music," said Small John. "Such sad music. Such very sad music." "Gee," said Danny, "that flute's really got him. Every Pancake had something in mind after all. That's just too sad." "I think Pancake's formulas work," said Filbert. "I think he's filled with remorse. I don't think he'll hang us at all. Is that right, John Copper? He won't hang us?" "That's right," said John Copper. "The music makes me cry. It's so sad. How can I hang you after hearing that music?" No hanging. You'll walk the plank." "Walk the plank? Huh." "That's right," said Small John Copper. "Walk the plank. See, you arouse my sympathies. Walk the plank. That'll be it." "Gosh," said Danny, "walk the plank. That doesn't sound good. I don't think we better take any chances. Pancake, you say a formula, quick. Something to get us out of here. That last one sort of worked, but it also sort of backfired. Pancake, what's the trouble?" He looked at Pancake, and he was sort of green all over. Pancake said, "I don't know what's wrong, but I think I'm seasick. I think I'm getting seasicker by the minute. The ship, the ocean. I'm not much of a sailor, Danny. I'm getting... where's the rail? Excuse me." "Gosh," said Danny, "just Pancake's seasick. He can't help us. He won't say a formula if he's seasick." Small John Copper said, "Well, we won't worry about your friend. Won't make much difference whether he's seasick or not. Not when you're going off the plank." Suddenly Filbert stepped forward and he said, Wait! I'm the guilty one. I'm the guilty one." Debbie said, "But Filbert, you're not. You were just along." "Quiet, Debbie, quiet. I'm the guilty one," said Filbert. "It was all my fault. I brought them all on board ship. I'm responsible for their being stowaways. Debbie, Danny, and Pancake are innocent. If someone must walk the plank, it should be me." Small John Copper said, "That's what I like. An honest dinosaur. Over the side with him, men." Wow. Here's the side of the big ship, and we're right over the ocean. What's down in the ocean? Sharks. Debbie said, "Oh, goodness, there are sharks circling all over the place." And sure enough, there were. The pirates had put out a great big plank off the side of the ship. And Danny said, "Oh, dear, look at the size of that plank." And who was out on the plank? Filbert. Small John Copper said, "Filbert Dinosaur? Filbert Brontosaurus? Do you wish a blindfold?" Filbert said, "No, I do not wish a blindfold." Danny said, "Gee, Filbert's very, very brave. Pancake, can't you help?" Pancake says, "Help? I need help. I'm seasick." And Pancake was just draped over the rail. His wand just hung useless over the water. "I'm sick," said Pancake. "I'm sick." Debbie said, "Oh, dear, what can we do to save Filbert?" "Filbert, don't. You weren't responsible." Small John Copper reached out his hook and said, "All right, go, dinosaur, go. Are you ready?" Filbert said, "I'm ready. Farewell, friends. Remember me. Finally. And off went Filbert. Into the water. Gee, said Debbie. He really went. He really went. Gosh. Filbert sort of sacrificed himself, hasn't he? Well, in just a minute, if you have your paper and pencils ready, we're going to show you our shapes for imagination. Now for our shapes for imagination. This is where you draw. Well, I go along too, but after I've closed up my studio, you can go right on drawing anyway. Because what I'm going to do is give you a shape or an idea and let you take it from there. We're not teaching you to draw, not a bit. We're going to teach you to use your imagination, though, which is a lot of fun. Here is the shape I want you to use. I'm going to give you a door, which is just 4 lines and a doorknob. You can put the doorknob on either side. That's up to you. What I want you to do is try to imagine what it's a door to. What do you think it's a door to? Of course, it could always be just a door to a house. Sure, every house has a door. I'll bet you can use your imagination and think of wonderful things it would be a door to. How about a door to a castle wall? Then you'd have to do a slightly different door with spikes over it. Oh, and a drawbridge up. But it's still basically just a door. And you could do the whole castle wall. The idea is that you start out with something that's very simple, like a door. Ooh, maybe it'd be the door to the bottom of a lighthouse. How would that be? Sure. You see, we're still just using something very simple and adding our imagination to it. Shall we try another one? Okay. Here's how we start. We start with a door and a doorknob. What'll this be a door to? How about a door to a filling station? Then you'd have to draw pumps outside. Sure. Put the hoses on them. The island here so the cars will go on either side of the pump. But still, all we've done is we've taken a door, put a window in it if we want, a very simple object, and we've added our imagination to it, and we come up with something that's a lot of fun. So you try it, will you? You make a door, and you put the rest around it. Okay? Fine. I bet you'll be surprised how well your imagination really worked. Say, Danny and Debbie and Pancake and Filbert are sure having trouble with Small John Copper, aren't they? Well, they're not the first people that have trouble with pirates. You like to hear about a certain pirate? Okay. This fellow's name was Captain Kidd. We don't really have any pictures of him at all. No, but let's say he was probably a very ferocious fellow. The only few pictures we have show him with a mustache, and gosh, he was a real pirate in every sense of the word. Probably wore an earring in his ears, and he plundered ships, and, well, he captured an awful lot of ships. He wasn't a very nice fellow at all. Not a bit. And, of course, they were always after him to catch him. And catch him they did, too. You know, they chased him all over. Here's a map of the United States. And, you know, they finally sunk his ship. This is the Hudson River in New York. And they sunk his ship right at the foot of Dunderberg Mountain. That's right. And, gee, they think the ship was full of treasure. The only thing is they've never found it. They found old bits of oak and all kinds of things. Divers have gone down, and it looks like the treasure may be right there, but they haven't really found it at all. Not a bit. Also, they're still looking for treasure in a lot of other places. He left treasure, so they think, all over. All along Florida and down below Florida in the Keys. There might be some Captain Kidd's treasure. And up here around Boston and Cape Cod, Captain Kidd was there, too. Somewhere up there might be treasure. And up here in Maine, well, they think there might be treasure there, too. Captain Kidd left his treasure around, but nobody has really come up with it yet. If they have, they haven't told anybody about it. So if you want to go looking for treasure, there's the place to look. He also left something else, Captain Kidd did. He left 4 maps. They found them in false bottoms and some old sea chests. And the maps had an island on them. That's right, just an island. Well, that's all. He had drawn an island, and the island marked the spot where there was treasure. There's only one thing wrong. You know, on a map that a sailor uses, they have longitude and latitude. You'll see that on every map you pick up. You'll see the longitude and the latitude. Well, Captain Kidd had it on his map, but the only thing wrong is that it wasn't really correct. No one can figure out just what longitude and what latitude because it doesn't correspond with the ones we use today. So they know it's on an island. The only trouble is they don't know which island. So if you ever find an old deserted island, you might look around on it, will you? Say, Danny, Debbie, Pancake, and Filbert could use an old deserted island too, couldn't they? They're captives of Small John Copper. And Filbert? Oof, he's walked the plank. Well, can't do anything about it till next week when the studio's open again, but I'll see you right here, okay? And we'll see what we can do about our friends. Until then, this is Roy Doty saying, bye now. Bye.